Namaste and hello everyone. It's me, Rekha Sina, an assistant professor of School of Nursing, Patan Academy of Health Sciences, Sanepal, Alipur, Nepal. I will proceed my presentation with this quotes by Paul J. Meyer. Productivity is never an accident. It is always the result of commitment to excellence, intelligence, planning, and focused effort. Our research titles is Factors Explaining Effective Organizational Commitment Among Nepalese Nursing Faculty, a cross-sectional study. Our research team are as following. I'll proceed my presentation with background and end up my presentation with acknowledgement. Now let's move to the background. Effective organizational commitment is the most crucial and vital component of commitment to the organizations. It is an emotional commitment to the organizations and the valuable assets of the organizations. Employees having high level of effective commitment facilitates enjoyment of relationships and motivates them to stay at organizations so that they stay because they want to stay. Employees having high level of effective organizational commitment understand the organization's objectives might be less absentee and high performer. They feel like they belong to the organization, feel respected, and are satisfied, so that they show regularity in their work with a high level of productivity, spending extra effort. They are helpful and can advocate for the organizations. They promote stability and reduce costly turnover and save organizational expenses. In terms of experienced teachers turnover, it may have negative effects to the organizations and its impact on the other faculty members. One of them is organizations should need to spend a great deal of money for for advertising, recruiting, selecting, and training to the newcomers. On the other hand, experienced faculty will leave the organizations with their research, teaching experiences, and practical skills, so that this leads to the workload of the existing academics. Job satisfaction, perceived organizational support, perceived developmental opportunities were the factors related to effective commitment revealed in different studies conducted in international context. In terms of nursing faculty, they are also the valuable assets of the nursing education institutions. If they are emotionally attached to the organization and feel their responsibility for the organization's success, they show high level of commitment, positive work attitude, and wish to stay with the organization. Thus, they can put the quality input in teaching the nursing students and facilitating their achievement and development of qualified and competent nursing workforce. However, based on the available published, printed, and online literature, evidence is scarce on effective organizational commitment and its explaining factors. Among nursing faculty in international and national context. That's why the researcher aimed to identify the factors explaining effective organizational commitment among Nepalese nursing faculty. This is our hypothesized model. This model explains that perceived organizational support, perceived faculty developmental opportunities, job satisfaction have positive relationship with effective organizational commitment. In addition, perceived organizational support, perceived faculty development have indirect but positive relationship with effective organizational commitment. This model was developed based on the empirical findings. Now let's move to the methodology. Cross-sectional analytical study design was adapted in 18 nursing colleges affiliated to 5 different universities of Kathmandu Valley. All the nursing faculty of nursing colleges where the study population proportionate stratified random sampling was employed to select 209 samples. However, data were analyzed with 186 samples response. This is our strata, population, and sample size. Nursing faculty who had completed at least 6 months of a full-time teaching in a bachelor level or higher were included in this study. The campus chief, assistant campus chief, head of department, and visiting professors were excluded. 12 and 11 respondents were excluded from this study because of their non-response and outliers. Valid and reliable instrument on perceived faculty developmental opportunities, job satisfaction survey, perceived organizational support, effective organizational commitment scale, along with structured questions on sociodemographic and personal information were included in this study. Written permission was obtained from the authors for using standard tools. Written administrative approval and ethical approval were obtained before collecting data. Written informed consent was taken from each respondent by using informed consent form. Anonymity, confidentiality, and privacy were maintained. Data were collected in January to March 2017. Using structured self-administered questionnaire, data were edited, coded manually, and double-checked. Double data entry and data cleaning were done using Epidata software, and data were analyzed using SPSS software version 16 by applying descriptive as well as inferential statistics. And this process leads to us the findings. In terms of age, nearly equal proportion of respondents belongs to exploration to maintenance stage. Most of respondents were married, having masters in nursing education, and were belong to lecturer to professor level of current positions, and nearly half of respondents had permanent type of job appointment. This figure revealed that 68.8% of respondents had high level of affective commitment followed by moderate and low level of affective commitment. These findings is congruent with the findings among faculty conducted by Bali and Vaidya 2012. This table highlights that faculty developmental opportunity, job satisfaction, perceived faculty developmental opportunities, and effective organizational commitment achieved normal distribution of data based on absolute Z values of absolute skewness and absolute kurtosis. This table highlights that faculty developmental opportunity, job satisfaction, perceived organizational support had positive correlation with effective organizational commitment. This table reveals that job satisfaction, perceived faculty developmental opportunity had direct and positive relationship with effective organizational commitment. In addition, perceived faculty developmental opportunity, perceived faculty organizational support had direct and positive relationship with job satisfaction. Furthermore, perceived organizational support, perceived faculty developmental opportunities had indirect relationship with effective organizational commitment via job satisfaction. This is our final model of effective organizational commitment. This model reveals that perceived organizational support, perceived faculty developmental opportunities, job satisfaction explains 39% of variance on effective organizational commitment. In addition, perceived organizational support, perceived faculty developmental opportunities accounted for 69% of variance on job satisfaction. This study omitted the path from perceived organizational support to effective organizational commitment because of its non-significance. This model is distinct with the model developed by Donald et al. 2016. This study concludes that respondents had high level of effective organizational commitment. Perceived faculty developmental opportunity and job satisfaction are the significant factors explaining effective organizational commitment. Perceived organizational support and perceived faculty developmental opportunities had indirect relationship with effective organizational commitment via job satisfaction. So that this study recommends the policymakers and the nursing administrator to consider refining the policies and strategies for promoting faculty developmental opportunities, satisfaction towards their job and organizational support. However, this study has some limitations because of its self-reported techniques, so that it might have possibilities of social desirability and central tendency bias. This study limited generalizability of the study findings to all the nursing faculties of Nepal. This is a cross-sectional study, so that this study could not be able to present definite conclusions about the direction of causality and reveals the factors which have long-term effects. Our acknowledgement is due to University Grant Commission's Organizational Authority of Lalitpur Nursing Campus, Administrative Authority of Gifted Nursing Colleges of Kathmandu Valley, and of course, all the respondents. Thank you so much for your presence and listening. Thank you so much.